Taking out of State College, where Abdul Carter is standing by on the heels of being named Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. Abdul, some other terrific Penn State defensive stars have won this award. So what does it mean to you to join that list?
It's a blessing for me. It's an individual award, but I wouldn't be able to win this award without my teammates. Just them doing their jobs, allowing me to make plays. Me doing my job, allowing them to make plays. I'm just really grateful for my teammates. This is a part of my legacy. I feel like it's a part of your legacy that makes you a legend. And it's a blessing for me to just have this a part of my legacy.
So when you come in with the reputation that you do each week, you're double teamed, sometimes you're triple teamed. What's your approach on those snaps, knowing that the opposing offense is going to pay so much attention to what you're doing on the edge?
I just got to keep doing my job. I just can't get discouraged because at some point in the game, I'm going to get a one-on-one opportunity, and I'm going to make the most of it. I just don't get discouraged. Just keep doing my job, and the play is going to come.
You mentioned this being an individual award, but one that you couldn't win without the rest of your team. So why has this defense as a whole been so good throughout the course of the entire season?
It's just 100% buy-in. I feel like we're just going to keep getting better and better as each week goes by. If everybody's bought in, everybody does their job to the best of their ability, we're going to win a lot of games, and that's what we're doing right now.
How much do you guys feed each other emotionally? Because it seems like you're very connected as a unit, and regardless of who the guy is making the play, the other 10 on the field really seem to feed off that.
Yeah, that's a very important piece. Football, just as much as it is physical, it's an emotional game played by emotional people. So we try to feed off the positive emotions mainly, when something bad goes wrong, when something goes wrong, we don't get discouraged. We can take a punch knowing that we're going to swing back, we're going to finish the game out strong.
And you guys have been able to do this over the course of your entire career. And even before then, when you were recruited, there was a different DC on staff. Then Manny Diaz for your first couple of years, Tom Allen this past year. The seniors, the four-year guys on that defense, have been through 3 DCs during their time on the field. So how do players best adapt when a scheme slightly changes and when a staff slightly changes?
Well, you don't really know who you are until you place in a time of uncomfort. You need to go through adversity to become something that's, pressure makes diamonds, and that's what we do. We don't fold under any pressure. Where any challenge we take on head on, we want the challenge. That's something that we feed off of, and we're going to continue to do that.
The challenge, the pressure, but there are also expectations when it comes to wearing the number 11, when it comes to playing a defense that Penn State fans have become used to the Nittany Lions playing. How do you, as one of the leaders of this group, kind of explain that to everybody else, that there is a standard that you have to play to when you're part of that unit?
Yeah, something that I try to preach a lot is you don't have to be Superman. You don't have to always make the big play. You don't always have to be the one just trying to make every play. Sometimes the play's going to come new when you just do your job. That's something I've learned throughout my 3 years here, and something that's really been helpful for me, just knowing that I don't have to be Superman, but knowing that the little things I do, just me doing my job 100%, I look like Superman doing, just not trying to be Superman.
As good as you guys have been this year, you needed a little help on the final Saturday of the regular season. You needed Michigan to beat Ohio State to give you a chance to get to the Big Ten title game. When did the team know about the result? What happened in Columbus? And did it all affect the mental approach heading into the Maryland game?
We stayed focused on Maryland. Each week we stayed focused on the task at hand. That's what we did. But after the game, we found out, and we celebrated in the locker room. Coach Franklin told us, broke the news to us. Yeah, it was a good feeling. It was a blessing.
So at no point during the game against Maryland did you guys know that you were actually playing for a spot in the Big Ten title game?
No, we stayed locked in on Maryland the whole time.
That's a fascinating aspect. So now you do get an opportunity to go against one of the top offenses in the country. What's the early scouting report, knowing that you'll get more work done on Oregon this week against the Ducks?
Yeah, this is the Big Ten Championship. You're only going to be playing the best in the Big Ten Championship. They're a great team. I got a lot of respect for them as a team, their coaching staff, and it's going to be 2 great teams battling it out. And yes, it's 2 great teams.
How much have you seen from them so far on tape?
I say the thing that stands out to me the most is probably just their explosiveness. They got a lot of explosive players, and they all play together. They look like a well-coached team. And, it's just going to be 2 well-coached teams, 2 great teams battling it out.
I know you're worried about the Big Ten title game and then the playoff after that, but you are projected as a top 10, perhaps a top 5 pick in next spring's NFL draft. When do you publicly make a decision regarding your future?
Yeah, I'm focused on the season right now. I'm focused on the next games. We got the Big Ten championship, the playoffs after that. Everything else concerning with the NFL, that's going to be there later after the season.
Abdul Carter is your 2024 Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. He and the Nittany Lions getting set for that trip to Indianapolis to take on Oregon in the Big Ten championship game. Abdul, congrats on all the success. Wish you and the Nittany Lions the best of luck this weekend against Oregon.
We are.